You ate maybe an hour ago, maybe 20 minutes ago, and you're already thinking about food again. Not because you're hungry, not because you have no willpower, but because there's a signal in your body that's supposed to turn off that. And for a lot of us, it's not working the way it should. And if we haven't met yet, hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome to Beyond Optimal, Out of Range on Purpose. Today I want to show you exactly what that signal is, why it breaks down, and what's actually happening in your brain when food feels like it never leaves your mind. Your body already produces its own version of the hormone that makes GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic work. It's called GLP-1 glucagon-like peptide 1, and your gut makes it naturally every time you eat. Its job is simple but powerful. It travels from your gut's L cells up to your brain, specifically to an area called the hypothalamus. And it says, you're done. Stop seeking food. You're good. When that signal works the way it's supposed to, food noise goes quiet. You eat, you move on. You don't spend the next 3 hours thinking about what's in the fridge. But when that signal is impaired, when your GLP-1 response is blunted, your brain doesn't get the message. It stays in what researchers call an mTOR state, constantly activated, constantly seeking, running the loop over and over whether you want it to or not. This is actually why things like continuous glucose monitors are so popular right now, because people are finally able to see what their body is doing in real time, how blood sugar is moving and how that connects to hunger. I just ordered one, and I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of obsessed with this kind of thing. I love data. I actually just got some blood work done this morning, and I can't wait to go check it out. Because once you see what's happening, it starts to make a lot more sense why you feel the way you do around food. But even that, it's still just showing you the surface. The real issue is the signaling system behind it. If anyone here has used one, I'm really curious, did it match what you expected, or did anything surprise you? So that loop is not a character flaw. It's a broken signal. Now here's where it gets really important for understanding your own behavior. I was watching a recent YouTube video with Dr. William Seeds, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon. He's one of the leading experts on peptides and cellular medicine, and he describes something that I think explains so much. He talks about how, over time, appetite seeking stops being a conscious choice and becomes a behavior, automatic, invisible, wired in. People develop what he calls behavioral addictions to sugar, to satiating foods, to eating patterns, without ever realizing it happened. Because the signal trained the brain. The hypothalamus locked in the loop, and now it just runs. This is exactly what I mean when I talk about wiring. You're not broken. You're not weak. Your brain learned a pattern from a signal, and it got very, very good at running that pattern. That's not a failure. That's your nervous system doing exactly what nervous systems do. The question isn't, what's wrong with me? The question is, what signal created this wiring, and can we change it? And the answer is yes. Now I want to share another thing Dr. Seed said. He said losing weight is a side effect of cell efficiency, not the goal, a side effect. What a GLP-1, whether it's your own body's version or external source, actually does is flip a cellular switch from mTOR, which is always on, storing, looping, appetite-seeking state, to AMPK, which is the state where your body starts using the fat for fuel, quieting the noise and running the way it was designed to run. The drug isn't magic. The drug is restoring a signal your body was supposed to have made all along, and that reframe matters. Because if weight loss is a side effect of your cells working better, then the goal was never the number on the scale. The goal is always getting your body back to a state where it can communicate clearly. This is actually something another favorite DJ, our Tommy John, talks about in a way that really resonates with me. His whole framework is built on the idea that your body is always trying to heal. It never works against you. Symptoms aren't failures, they're communication. So food noise isn't your body betraying you, it's your body telling you something that isn't working. When you hear it in that way, everything shifts. Dr. Seed started noticing something in his patients. When they got their GLP levels right, and the food noise finally went away, or when the food noise finally went quiet, they didn't just lose weight. They picked up new hobbies, they started learning new things, they retained information better. They described feeling like they had a mental space that they hadn't had in years. And think about what that means. If your brain has been running a food loop for years, seeking, craving, managing, negotiating, that's an enormous amount of cognitive bandwidth just gone, used up, occupied. When the signal gets restored and the loop quiets down, that bandwidth comes back, and your brain suddenly has room. It doesn't know what to do with the quiet at first. But given the chance, it opens up. That is a neuroplasticity window. You don't need a drug to start moving towards it. You need to understand the signal, because once you understand what's driving the loop, you can start working with your body instead of fighting it. So what does it look like practically? A few things you can do to support your GLP-1 response. Protein at every meal. It directly stimulates GLP-1 release. Fiber, same thing. Slows digestion, keeps signal active longer. Blood sugar stability, because the blood sugar crashes are one of the fastest ways to break the loop back open. And of course, sleep, because GLP-1 sensitivity drops significantly when you're sleep deprived. The most important thing right now is just starting to notice. The next time food is on your mind, pause for 2 seconds and ask, is this physical hunger or is this the loop running? You don't have to fix it yet, just notice it, because awareness is the first step to rewiring. If you spent years thinking the problem was discipline and you started to see it differently, I made something for you. It's called the Rewire and Reset Guide. It's completely free. It walks you through the exact framework I use to identify what's driving your patterns, audit your environment, and start building a baseline that actually works for your body. The link is in the description. Grab it, go through it, and if you want to talk through it, what you find, I do calls. Link is there too. And I'll see you in the next one. Until next time.